everybody, it's Adam here from Adirondack Bow Hunters, and welcome to another episode of the Adirondack Bow Hunters Pro Staff Tip of the Week. In this week's tip, I'm going to talk to you briefly about hinge cutting and how it can make your property a better hunting area. So you might be asking yourself, what exactly is hinge cutting? Hinge cutting is when you cut through the tree, not all the way, just enough so that the tree falls and leaves a certain layer of bark intact, which allows that tree to continue to survive. The leaves will stay, that provides extra cover and extra food for the deer. And what I'm doing today is I've come up into an area that's a traditional bedding area for these deer. And as you can see by this shot here, it's pretty open. This used to be really thick. It didn't require much maintenance. This is more or less of a sanctuary. I don't hunt this spot. This is just for the deer to bed. So I want to make sure that this spot stays thick and remains good for the deer to come into this spot. I want them to feel safe in this area. So I'm really trying to keep it as thick as I possibly can. The way that I'm doing that is I'm hinge cutting these trees, as you can see behind me, and it's creating a nice thick bedding area for these deer to come into. And you know, there's a few different reasons that I do that. One is because I'm surrounded by farms that are just like mine. And the deer don't really have any other rhyme or reason to go between each farm, one or the other. I want to make sure that my spot, out of all the other surrounding farms, is more attractive to the deer. So I create these sanctuaries, I keep them thick by hinge cutting these trees, and it keeps the deer in here. It keeps the deer in this spot. So when I have my food plot set up down here about 100, 200 yards away, these deer will bed here, and then they'll make their transition from this spot down to the feeding areas, and they're going to feel a lot more safe doing that. They're going to feel a lot more safe in this spot. So again, this is a great tip for you folks that have your own land, or that lease land, or have permission on land even. If you can get in there and create a nice sanctuary, drop a bunch of these trees by hinge cutting them, and I guarantee you're going to see more deer in your spot next season. Thanks for watching another episode of the Adirondack Bow Hunters Pro Staff Tip of the Week.